Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Gemini Soul. Gemini, this is your weekly reading. This will be a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. But if it does, the only way I ask you to support me is by giving me a thumbs up. You can definitely comment below and say hello. You can also subscribe. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords here. Gemini, looks like Spirit has a message and we need to get right into it. There's some communication over the next week coming into you. Please realize that everybody's on different timelines. This could be happening right now or perhaps the week ahead, but this is your weekly reading of information that you need to know. There's some information coming in pretty quick, Gemini. And the reason this information is coming in, Gemini, because there's a change that needs to happen. And it has to do with your Ten of Cups. This has to do with your surroundings of love and emotions and people around you. It could deal with family. You may get some information that's really going to light your fire is what I'm hearing. Something that you're going to be very proud of, something joyful. It could be a gift, right? It could be love. It could be relationships coming together. You could finally realize that you're at the point where your emotions feel very high and good and accountable. This is what I'm hearing, like you holding yourself accountable also for your happiness. Some information that's going to come into you, whether it's from like a family member, a lover. Maybe you've not had a lot of trust in a relationship that you have right now, Gemini. But when this information comes in, you're going to have, I'm feeling that trust factor now. If you've been struggling with trusting in a relationship, whether it's a lover or family, some information is coming in that's going to make you feel very happy. This is what I'm hearing. Something is coming together emotionally. So over the next week, you're going to be dealing with your emotions, Gemini. I know we're always in the head, but you started out with who you needed to be. And, you know, that's the Knight of Swords. Some information that comes in that gets you in your head, but it also gets you in your heart. But this is a completion of something, Gemini. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Look at that, Gemini. Three of Swords in reverse. Gemini, I feel like some of you are getting over that heartbreak. Some of you are getting over a disappointment. Three of Swords represents heartbreak. It also represents letting it go. You're letting it go for something better. You're letting it go for your own personal happiness and healing. The Three of Swords also represents not having to have any fear in this relationship. Whatever this relationship is that comes to you, this information that comes to you, Gemini, you don't have to have any fear. I feel like you've done a lot of healing. There may have been third-party situations or deception in the family, but you don't have to worry about that anymore. The Spirit guides is saying, you know, over the next week, that healing is complete. And I'm not saying you'll never feel that hurt ever again, but whatever it is that's been doubting you or have kept your heart trapped or controlled because of hurt, I feel like the universe is letting you know this is the time to release that and let it go. Some of you are going to feel like, this is what I'm hearing, like a warm sensation come over you, whether it's tonight, tomorrow. I'm also seeing 3 and I'm seeing 10. The 13th. Maybe it happens on the 13th. Valentine's Day is on the 14th. Maybe this information comes into you and you have a beautiful Valentine's Day. You feel that your heart is open. You're able to forgive a situation. And not only forgive, get over it. It's not for this person, Gemini. You're doing this for yourself. What is the next card that came out? You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like, Gemini, that like this is just separated just like this. This is a time of you probably going back and forth about the different things that hurt you. And it's kept you from really enjoying life, really enjoying a relationship, a commitment that you're in, new dedication, or even your happiness. With this Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is no more in and out. It's like you make a choice. You choose to be happy. I feel like whatever this situation was, that you may have dealt with in the past that may have hurt you, Gemini, You're no longer holding on to that. It's like you realize that that energy of heartbreak or disappointment, because it could be hard. I mean, it's heartbreaking no matter what it was. It could have been a relationship. You could have had a relationship with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But whatever that is, there is no more in and out energy, right? The Knight of Wands in reverse is talking about you not feeling that you got to fall in love and then fall out of love, or that this person is going to betray you, or you can love this person today and you in fear of the heartbreak that may come towards you because of the healing. I feel like over the next week, Gemini, you're doing some healing, or you have already completed that stage. It's like I'm hearing, I'm over that. That's what I'm hearing, Gemini. You like, you know what? I'm so over that. I'm so done with that. Because you realize that this information that's coming in, this is something that's completion. This could be family. This could be building a home. This could be combining families together. This could be a lover that's in your life that you've not had a whole lot of trust because you were healing. And I feel like you're past that stage now, Gemini. Let's see what else the Spirit has here for Gemini for the week, Spirit. Okay, and you know, Gemini, as the Knight of Wands in reverse is coming out, I feel like this Knight of Wands go over here. There is like, at some point in time, Gemini, you was trying to look at things for exactly how it was by the book, and it's okay. But it's like it's time out. Yeah, people get hurt. People get disappointed. This is what I'm hearing. Some people do cheat, Gemini. Some people don't see your worth when you are putting forth your best effort to have a relationship or be in a relationship. I'm feeling like you had a struggle. This is like all past energy. You had a struggle with seeing the truth of your worth and what it is you deserved. And if you really wanted to get back out there in the field and enjoy love again, and it's like the universe is saying like, yes, you are going to do that. Okay, like the King of Swords is putting down that sword. This is what I'm seeing, like putting down that sword and standing up for what it is that you want. Yes, there's been some difficult times, some disappointment, some heartbreaks, but if you really look deep inside from what I'm seeing, the clarity is here to release that. And you're releasing that not for the other person involved or situation involved, Gemini. You're doing it for you. All right. Tell us more about this Knight of Swords and the 10. Look at that. A higher commitment. I feel like this is you taking a higher commitment. You could be speaking to your spirit guides, your ancestors, but this is definitely within you, right? The Hierophant talks about by the book, right? Is what you have seen and learned. You know, you like, I feel like, Gemini, some of the lessons that you've seen and learned, you used it so much as you took forth that next journey, that next path, when you woke up that next morning, when you was on this journey. And I'm hearing 3 years. Some of you Gemini has been on this journey for 3 years of healing and commitment and accepting who you are and what it is that you want. And I feel that over the next week, the universe is letting you know that they have your back. They have a higher commitment. They have your best interest, which your best interest is the 10 of Cups. That's completion. That's love. That's family. I feel families are coming together. Some of you Geminis are having a reunion with some of your family members. Some of you are having a more opening. It's like someone having a conversation with you, Gemini. And that may be what's coming in here. And it's a higher commitment. Someone may want to commit to you. But you have now, Gemini, the universe is saying you are ready. You can accept the commitment because what's coming here is a higher commitment. It's more loyal. It's more understanding. And I also feel like someone is saying that to you, Gemini. Look at this, 4 of Cups. Gemini, this is like you being afraid, but yet you know. This is what I'm hearing, Gemini. You being afraid, but yet you know that what is in front of you or what you're working on or this information that comes to you is true. You know it in your heart. You know it in your mind. You know you've been disappointed in the past and you may be afraid of what the universe has sitting in front of you. And I feel that's over. Maybe you have been that way in the past, but I feel that part is over. Let's talk about what's going on over here with you acknowledging the fact. And what you should be doing is acknowledging the fact that that heartbreak is, I hate to say it, but healed. We got the Seven of Swords, right? The Seven of Swords, clarifying the Three of Swords in reverse. That was deceptive energy. I'm also hearing some of you Geminis know deep down inside what it is you want, but you don't know how to express it. You don't want to express it because you're afraid, or you was afraid of the fear. Seven of Swords can talk about being deceptive, getting away with things or whatever, but it also talks about knowledge. It also talks about keeping that door open. You see how they leave two swords there? That two swords is balanced to me. That's your inner joy. That's your inner happiness. That you just, you left to the side for a minute because you had to deal with some things within yourself, Gemini. But I feel there's something changing here. Coming forth, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands represents power. It represents passion. It represents seeing what it is that I want and going and get it. Sometimes the King of Wands can represent a lot of passion, but maybe not enough love in their emotions, right? Like it could be very sexually drawn towards each other, very lusty. But where's the cups? Where's the emotions? Where's the love? This also sometimes, you could be dealing with Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo in the past, or you could be dealing with that situation now. But I feel, Gemini, like this person may have had a lot of passion, but they didn't have the love that you wanted. Maybe you wanted love and passion and commitment, right? The Ten of Cups. And I also feel someone may come towards you, Gemini. This is what I'm seeing, to explain to you how they couldn't love you. And I'm hearing I'm over that. So Gemini, just be careful if someone is coming your way to explain something to you. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you went your own way. After this situation or whatever in the past, Gemini, you started focusing on yourself, but what you didn't realize was how abundant you were. How being independent helped you so much to grow and to know what it is that you want. I'm also seeing by this falling under this, if you had a situation with a Knight of Wands, which was very passionate, then you may have even built an empire with them. You may have had dreams or goals to have some relationship with this person, and it was just passion, but it wasn't a stable relationship. It wasn't built on love. It was built on passion. And I feel like some of you let it go and became single. But it also lets me know that, Gemini, you also learn more independence of how to take care of yourself, how to nourish yourself, how to look out for yourself, how to be strong within what it is that you truly want. I feel there may have been a time where you were settling for less, Gemini, but this Nine of Pentacles is Empress in waiting. Maybe someone kept promising they was going to get engaged, or maybe they gave a ring and never did. Or perhaps you got in a relationship and you got married and there was a lot of passion around it. But I'm hearing you release that. This is what I'm hearing over here. Like you release that, you get it. I'm hearing, I'm over that. I'm over that. That is what I keep hearing. And Gemini, if you're not saying that and you know it, Seven of Swords could be deceptive because you know that you're over it and you're ready. And perhaps there's an opportunity that's right there in front of you and you may be afraid to take it or commit to it because you got the Hierophant here. This is committing to something higher than you. This is the universe saying that stage is over of non-committal relationship. In and out relationships, heartbreak, disappointment, deception, and not seeing things clearly, right? So maybe someone wanted to do about a book and your book wasn't the same as their book, Gemini. I'm just hearing the way they move, you didn't move. The way they move, you didn't like the way they move, but you accepted it in the past. And that's because you wanted something. And what did you want? You wanted the Ten of Cups. This is what I'm hearing, Gemini. What else, Spirit? Give me one more. Look at this. Page of Swords, Gemini. There's a situation you've been keeping your eye on, and I can't help but feel that it's over here. You've been keeping your eye on it. Look at that, the Fool cards under the bottom. Gemini, it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to believe in what it is. Okay, we got the moon underneath that. And the moon represents not seeing everything, but also the moon represents self-consciously. You knowing that this is about the path that you should be on. You've studied, whoever this person is, Gemini, you've had your eye on them, you studied them, or this person have done that with you. This person sees you as a relationship, having a relationship with you. No matter if this is a committed relationship for marriage, love, but with the Hierophant here, this is a higher commitment to not only yourself, but to finally reaching that stage where you open up and you see that things has changed in your life, that they're not the same. And that with the Four of Cups, yeah, you've had some cups that spilled in the past, didn't turn out. But the Three of Cups also represents learning. 3 different lessons that you've learned in the past. And what did those lessons do? It taught you how to be more independent. It taught you how to love yourself first. It taught you how to put yourself first. So that now, when you move forward, which you have something here coming your way or has already entered your life, Gemini, and this is about not losing your independence, but knowing exactly what it is that you want. And also, you know, this is about a message too. This is seeing it clearly. It's like you know that if something doesn't feel right, you know how to cut it off. Right? And a page is not standing guard like, the way I'm feeling this, Gemini, is like the page is young and fresh. So it's a new beginning. It's getting your feet wet. It's checking out the scenery is what I'm hearing, right? You're checking out your surroundings, checking out this person, checking out the energies in which they are engaging with you. And I feel like with you doing that, you know that this energy feels different from energy you may have dealt with in the past, Gemini. Okay, this is just a quick check-in Gemini reading for the week. Let's see what else we got here. Spirit, what else we got here, Gemini, for Gemini? Gemini, we have the Five of Cups. Okay? The Five of Cups. I feel like, Gemini, this energy here is basically, it's telling you, it's like a hurting, a loss, and it really talks about healing. It's choosing to understand that, right? Because the Five of Cups has the Three of Cups in it, where you just got to turn around and pick the 2 cups up to balance it. And I feel like that's what you're doing over the next week. The spirit guides are giving you the strength, the understanding, the knowledge, the message. Could be even the message that you're getting now. The understanding, yeah, there may have been a loss, but you're so much stronger. King of Wands, again. King of Wands, what was that loss? King of Wands. I can't help but feel somebody was in a relationship with a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, but this person was very fiery. This person really wanted to just engage with you, but this is what I'm hearing, Gemini. And then we have the Five of Wands under the bottom. There is a lot of conflict in this situation. If it's not, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. But whatever this past situation is that taught you these lessons that you have healed over, Gemini, it was because the Five of Wands talks about conflict within you. This person may have made you feel less than. This person may have made you feel tired and like you just didn't know which way to go, or you didn't understand why. Ooh, Gemini, I heard you didn't understand why they didn't choose you. Gemini, it's okay. Everybody is not going to show up the way you want them to show up. And I feel like rejection is protection for you, Gemini. Whatever this situation is that burdened you, that hurt you, that you had to walk away from, or someone walked away from you, there was a lot of, I'm feeling like passion in it, but there was a lot of toxicity in it. And it wasn't to the benefit of your health, is what I'm hearing. So rejection was protection. I don't know what it is this person thought or felt that they wanted to get out of you, but what you wind up doing is, Gemini, is what you can be clear of. They wind up breaking their own heart too. And they may not seen it right away because the Five of Wands is missing someone. And it's also, you know, and this is what I'm hearing. This person may have had to pick themselves up and move on because they realized Gemini wasn't coming back. Some of you Geminis, they realize it because you were in a very committed and loving relationship right now, or you're heading that way. I also feel, Gemini, the unknown, what you don't know, as this person respects you. They respect what you brought to the table. They respect how you showed up, but they couldn't give you what you wanted. And I'm hearing something like they just didn't want no one else to have you, Gemini. So they continue to portray as if they was going to give you more, they was going to show up more, that they were going to change. This is what I'm hearing. I'm even seeing a situation where conversations is constantly talked. Just like, I don't know. This is not for all of you Geminis, but some of you Geminis were degrading yourself, begging this person to show up. And at the same time, you was losing yourself. And I feel the spirit is like all of that. Yes, it was heavy. It was heavy energy. But your energy now is so much stronger. And there's some information that's coming in. Now, this is not for all of you. Some of you have a loss. Some of you going to have a loss. Someone passes, or maybe it's, and I'm not putting this out, I'm just saying maybe they passed on, or they moved away, or they got married. When I hear loss not only mean death, it just means the end of something, like a new chapter. And perhaps this person moved on. Maybe they got married, engaged, and you just quite don't, you know, but I don't feel like you're dealing with it no more. It's like you're over it. It's like you released that energy. And if not, Gemini, and if this is you, then we need to work on releasing that energy, because that's done. And there is so much more for you, okay? We're going to get a closing message. All I'm hearing is I'm over it, Gemini, and I really truly believe you're over it. With the Fool card, it's time to take a leap of faith for what it is that you want in life. Okay, for the right, I'm feeling for the right person, for the right time, for the right energy, for the right, I'm feeling like finally getting on the right path, finally letting go. However that resonates with you, Gemini. Gemini, you have to let go of something in order to move forward. And please know, Gemini, you can't always take everything with you, no matter how much you love a certain situation. If it's not meant to continue to be on your timeline, then it had to be released. All right? Your closing card is, you are here for a purpose. Learning and realizing what matters to you. That's it. Gemini, that's the closing card. I think that is beautiful. You can read it for yourself if you think I'm making it up, but that's what this whole reading is about. And it's like, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm over it. Whatever it was, Gemini, there's healing, there's blessings, there's joy, there's happiness coming your way. And it wasn't easy, is what I'm hearing. Some of you are still working through this energy, but it wasn't easy. But please know that you're about to get past that, okay? You are here for a purpose, and your purpose is what I'm seeing right here. It's that independent love. It's that nourishing, that caring. If you want to be a wife or a husband, then you be a wife or a husband, and you don't settle for anything less than that. And that's all that I'm hearing. Like, whatever the past is, Gemini, you've healed it. You're over it. You need to accept that and go ahead and move forward with your faith within yourself, because you're here for a purpose. And that purpose is so that you can be happy and have more experiences on your timeline, is what I'm hearing, Gemini. Gemini, this is a beautiful reading for the week. I know it was quick and straight to the point, but if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and maybe we'll connect the next time. Love and light, Gemini. Bye.